Hey gang, good morning. Missing all those smiling faces. And if you're not smiling yet, it's not too late. Get that smile on, paste it on your face right away. So today's topic is all about hiring and firing of employees. So small, mid-sized business owners, large companies, this one's for everyone, right? So on both sides. So have you heard of the term right to work state or right to work law? As you know, Florida, along with 27, is one of 27 states that participates or has this law in place, and that is right to work law. And many times, this law can be a little confusing for both employers and employees. So I hope to clear a little bit of that confusion through this video today. So the law itself, originally, it was originated to prohibit any mandated union membership and dues in order for employees to, retain employment. So it was really a law that protected employees. As things do change within companies on a regular basis, and sometimes it's either budget or other reasons that bring to employers having to release employees. There's a couple of things you want to be careful with, because many people take that law as kind of a protection that I can hire and fire under any grounds and not get in trouble for it. Big mistake. So with that being said, there's a couple of different termination of employment grounds. There's obviously grounds for immediate termination of employment. So that would be such as a direct violation to a company policy, like, the use of illegal drugs while, at work, or, what have you, something along those lines. Now, many times employment is terminated due to more performance or behavioral driven reasons. And so for that, you do want to be careful as an employer. And here's a big tip for you to take. So documentation. So anytime you, obviously the monitoring of your employees' performance and success should be a top priority for your, whoever the supervisor of your team members is. So making sure that, you are encouraging them to continue to learn and grow within the company is very important. However, as there are situations identified where perhaps performance issues are starting to kind of escalate or behavioral, one of the things that you want to do is immediately, take note of the actual situation, sit down with that employee and have a conversation with them. One of the things that you want to always document is the date, the time of that conversation, and just write yourself a little summary of that conversation. As a best practice, I would also recommend sending a follow-up email to that employee, just as paper trail, to confirm that conversation took place, and just also give them an opportunity of understanding, maybe getting a visual of, here are the things that we talked about that we need a little more attention on. Here's the next steps that we talked about, and we're going to have a follow-up in 30 days. So documenting those conversations and staying close to that, or monitoring that improvement is very important. Obviously, depending on that progress, you can make then decisions on, as to whether or not this particular employee is or not a good fit for your company, and then, make obviously an employment decision from there. So, but not before getting all your ducks in a row. Failure to do so can definitely still leave the door wide open for, other issues, for your company. So just be careful with that. And on that note, you go forth and conquer. Make it a magnificent week. And we look forward to seeing you again. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Ciao.